nice and lightly, etc. Boom. Round kick just to the belly. That's all we're going to work with right now. Okay? So to the side. Boom. Round kick. Notice how I left my kick out there just enough time to where I may need to kick again. This is just being very smart. I'm setting my partner up. Boom. From there, we're going to bring our back foot in and go straight into that side kick. Boom. To this. Now forward. Notice with the arm deflections, number one, hands are going to be open. Unlike their blocking set where most of them are going to have closed fists, these ones are going to have the open hand. Okay. Now, you can either choose to stand normal position or get into a hami, meaning one foot's behind the other. All right, not directly, but shoulder width apart. Okay. So, with that being said, we'll start out. Okay. First one is kiriage, or it's going to be an upward diagonal cut. Now, we're to think of the arm deflections as actual cuts, as we do with the sword. Okay. So we're going to go one. Think of this thumb is going directly past the shoulder. 1, 2. Now, we're guiding the hand over. Now, mind you, we will apply this into motion. But right now, we're going to work on the upper body first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 2, okay? Side movement, meaning as we're going to bring this hand up, and instead of going cross, we're going to move it to the side. Think of it like when we do our upper body roll in boxing. Okay? 1, 2. 1, 2. Pretty good. All right, so let's break those down. Diagonal, diagonal, side, side. All right, we're almost there. Next part, kanegashi. This is more of an intercepting cut. So we've intercepted it and moved forward. The side motion, 1, 2. Other side, 1, 2. Now you're striking with this take katana. It's like you're taking the sword and going straight to the throat. Same exact concept. So, diagonal, diagonal, side, side, trap, through, trap, through. We've gone through 3 essential blocks, or arm deflections, sorry. Now let's go to the next set, okay? Lower body, gate on. So, just like the first one, kiriage, we have suriage, okay? Gate on suriage, typically you have jodan, meaning the upper body, chudan, meaning the middle body, and gate on, being the lower body. Gate on suriage means so we're going to go across diagonal, just like the very first one, except we're going to go reach right for a hip. Imagine that you're an old cowboy and you're reaching for a gun, okay? Do a fast draw, etc. Same exact concept. 1, 2. Notice my hands are open. 1, 2. So, let's put them all together. Diagonal, diagonal, side, side, trap, cut, low, low. We got 2 more to go through, okay? Pretty simple. This one will actually apply motion. So let's get the footwork down first. Footwork, you're going to take a step in and turn. Essentially called Irimi Tenkan. I enter, Irimi Tenkan, I turn. Same exact concept. All right? So, when we're doing this one, our hand comes up and we turn. Hand comes up, we turn. This hand's still guarding. This one's still protecting our face. We don't know if our partner's going to come in or our attacker's going to come in and punch us in the face. We need to keep that vigilant of this. So, 1, 2. 1, 2. Now let's put all those together. With the forward motion, we can move back or forward and go back. Okay? So, to the side. 1, 2. Going forward. 3, 4. Now next portion, the trapping one. Trap enter. Trap, enter. Gate on. Or the gate on Suryuge, sorry. You're going to cut and bring it right to your hip. You're guiding your opponent. Cut, go through. And then ukene, or the ukenegashi reversal. Gyaku ukenegashi, I believe, if I'm correct. 1, 2. Now apply that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now, video number 2, we're going to focus on going from the jab hook into various techniques, whether they be throwing or blocking. There's one lock in particular I want to really show. That would be Gokyo. With that being said, in my opinion, Gokyo has a lot of similarities to both Kimura and also the 4-angle lock. You're going to see why in just a minute. But, just as in our previous video, as he goes to do the jab, I want to catch with the rear hand. So again, catch. This time he's coming in with that rear hook. As he's coming in with that rear hook, go through the door, this doorway, okay? Open up, okay? Now, from here, we're going to look at a few different techniques, okay? So, jab, rear hook, suke nage. One more time. Jab, rear hook. Number 2, side window. Notice how I'm holding on to him. That way I can still block if need be. Irimi nage. Koregaishi. And last but not least, the Kimura or the reverse Gokyo lock. So, as it's happening, catch, lock in. From right here, this hand's going to come up through, grab like I'm taking a Sankyo. Turn around. Go to his back, hand goes underneath, grabs onto your forearm, and twist until you lock him. One more time. Catch, underneath, strike of some sort, grab, twist the body. You may want to add another strike in there. That's fine. Go through, so they can see. 1, underneath, rotate your shoulder and pivot back. And lock. In more fluid motion, here's how it looks. That's video number 2. Enjoy. Mental boxing concepts, specifically the jab cross. Okay. Now, reason why we chose this fundamental technique-wise is because it is a great gateway to when you're actually working on how to defend against good striking ability. Okay. With that being said, I want you guys to understand a lot of the very fundamental concepts on how to defend against boxing are going to be boxing related. Okay. So, with that being said, let's get started. Okay. When my partner here is going to jab in my face, I do not want to use my lead hand. If I use my lead hand, I guarantee you he's going to be gone before I can even grab him. Good striker. For example, I'm going to jab at you. Okay. All I'm going to do is reach toward his shoulder. His job is to catch it and stay with my wrist. Okay? It's not going to happen. He catches it at the very end, but at the very end of the strike. How do we deal with that? Pretty simple. Use the rear hand. In boxing, kickboxing, which outside of Aikido, both Scott and myself and our students study boxing and kickboxing. So that's why we can relate a lot of, or start to transverse a lot of the same principles. Okay? So in those arts though, rear hand catches. Okay? The rear hand and the shoulder act as a shield. This is what's going to catch that lead hand jab. Okay? The shoulder is going to protect. This hand's going to also catch. You're not catching like a death grip. You're literally catching like a baseball. That's all you're doing. Okay? So he's going to lead in with that jab. Yeah. Yep. Boom. Notice how simple that was. I'm still protected. Okay? From there, he's going to shoot that cross. Now he may throw jab, jab to try to mix me up. Okay? And that's fine. Throw jab, jab. I can still look over my hand to see where his jab is going to come. Okay? Don't produce an opening that doesn't need to be there. Make him do the work. That's something to keep in mind. Okay? Now, as that cross comes in, this hand is just going to act as a windshield wiper. Okay? The moment that happens, this hand officially becomes a wet rag. And if he moves that hand back, it follows through. So, jab cross. Notice, as he started to come in, my hand was deflecting it. Same concept as that shomanuchi. Okay? So as we're coming through, now here, if we're back in the striking realm, here to here is a very short distance. Okay? But we're going into the Aikido realm. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind, all these different techniques are, you can see it being from the Jo movement, sword movement, with hip turning. Okay? When you're applying these techniques, remember, you can disconnect the tension from the upper body to the lower body. Lower body can be free to move, while the upper body is keeping the tension towards your uke. This allows him to still feel connected while you get a chance to move around and reposition to a safer distance or stronger position. Okay? So for example, Ikkyo.
Jab cross?
Jab cross, please. Notice, this is here, nice and relaxed. One more time. Ikkyo through Nikkyo. Okay? Nice and floaty. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Ikkyo through Gokyo. Alright? From just the jab cross combinations. And roadkill. Essentially, 1, 2. Okay? So let's show what the Tenchinage throw actually looks like. Go over here from there. That's essentially Tenchinage. Now, let's add that into what happens when he stops the technique. How is he going to stop the technique? Number 1. He's going to stop it by bringing his back leg forward, or forward leg back. This now creates too much distance. However, that also creates a hole right here for me to extend, either with an elbow, forearm strike, etc. Go underneath, and to go into the throw. Now, there's another aspect to this that can be used. One more time. 1, as I'm going for this throw, extend, lower the body, and the leg is going to sweep out this other leg. And you're going to go down to him, okay? So, one more time. A little bit more judo-ish, if you want to call it that. So, 1, 2. Standing portion. And with the sweep. Notice I'm still here. I'm keeping lock on him. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then I transition over into my throw. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Get a little closer so you can see. One, two. This hand is going to pull out to lock at the elbow. This hand is going to strike through and apply the throw. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you can always go with that leg check to the leg. That makes it so much easier. So, applying that now together. 1, 2. And then lock. One more time. 1, 2, 3. A little bit more normal speed. Side window.